on behalf of Lloyd Jennings and Brad Brooks, who are in opposition to the applicant's special permit proposal. Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, distinguished counselors, the citizens of Haverhill, the applicant has engaged in a campaign of disinformation, and I'm here tonight to set the record straight. Fact. Brad Brooks.
I just want to let you know that I'm going to be looking towards the city solicitor because we have to make sure that we stay clear of any legal matters at all.
Of course. Has engaged in a campaign of disinformation. Fact. Brad Brooks has been a resident of the city of Haverhill for nearly 70 years. And Lloyd Jennings has been a resident for nearly 46 years. Fact. This is a recreational marijuana facility and not a medical marijuana facility. Fact. Caroline Pinot told our client that this facility would only sell oils and lotions, a seemingly innocuous combination of goods. However, the applicant is selling edibles and other cannabis products such as joints, for example. So let me address some specific concerns.
Oh, welcome. Hi, I'm Mike Crawford, Young Jurks, Somerville, Mass. Airplane flying overhead. That was a clip. We're celebrating. We're celebrating what happened this week for cannabis in Haverhill. Celebrating Haverhill. That was a clip from one of the attorney who was suing the applicant up in Haverhill, Caroline Pinot. They're trying to block her from opening up in Haverhill, and the city council decided in her favor to allow her to open downtown. We're really excited about that. Two applicants noted the protest that we held about a little more than a week ago. I think it's almost 2 weeks now. I guess it made an impact, and I think it made an impact on the city of Haverhill. I think we offered a small little bit of help. Really, though, Haverhill's residents did it. They showed up to that protest of ours. We're celebrating that. We're really excited. We're gonna play another clip. We played it on our podcast, but we want to make sure the folks that just listen on the live show get it as well. That was a clip again where we all started laughing. Haverhill residents at City Hall this week. A lot of laughter about the fear mongering over a cannabis dispensary selling joints. Oh my God, they may sell joints. It's unbelievable. So we had a lot of laughter there, but we also had a lot of reefer madness and a lot of angry folks. We're going to play another clip in a little bit from a gentleman named Lloyd Jennings, who we found out since has recently in the last year gotten arrested for assault and battery on a police officer. Lloyd Jennings doesn't like cannabis in the city of Haverhill. He's really worried about the children and the safety and the character of the city of Haverhill. He assaulted a police officer. I think that's more of a concern for the city of Haverhill. And I think all the residents agreed. The residents of Haverhill definitely did agree. They all came out. A lot of them spoke in support. A lot of business owners spoke in support. And she did get the right to, she did get the special permit. It was 7 votes in favor, 1 against, and 1 who abstained. So it was a 7-1 vote. It was a big win for us. But 2 of the applicants complained about our protest. And we're going to play a little clip of that from Lloyd Jennings, who also you'll hear, he gets really upset at the city council because they cut him off because he went on and on and on. He went way past his allotted time, and he didn't heed their warning, so they finally gavelled him down. And he's not very nice to the city council that he's trying to press his case to. And then I actually got up. This is the first time I've ever done this at a city council hearing. I got up and spoke out of turn. I was so mad because he was lying about our protest. He said that the police were there and they had to direct traffic because of us. That's what he said, that they had to direct traffic because of us and that we created a traffic jam in the city of Haverhill, our little protest, which was totally untrue. The police didn't direct any traffic. I was there with the police the whole time. The police were there to protect us from Lloyd's goons. That's basically what happened. They escorted two of the gentlemen across the street, told them to go to across the street. They had to intervene, and they were basically harassing women. That's what they were doing. They were harassing women. And I have, one video you saw that we posted live. I have other video that I haven't posted, at all. That wasn't a live video, but it was what I recorded of this gentleman basically putting a camera in front of women's faces and saying derogatory things and just trying to bully them. And then I walked up to him. And he didn't like it when he got it back, and that's basically what happened. And he got escorted across the street as well. So, that's really what happened. We're going to play that, but we're really happy about what happened in Haverhill. We're having a little bit of a celebration today. We're also taking your phone calls. Again, you may notice we're in a different location today. We decided to do Somerville for a specific reason, and basically because of Mayor Joe Curtatone, because of Kirk Minahane, and because of Brian Riccio, who's going to be a guest. He's here right now. We're going to bring him on in a few minutes. We're going to talk all about that. We're going to play some Minahane clips. But before we do that, we want to talk cannabis. If you want to call in, 502-501-3477 is our phone number. Please give us a call. Leave us instant feedback on our Facebook Live, anywhere else you're listening, watching us on Twitter. I also want to note we started a new group this week called Patients Over Profits, and it's a new Facebook group. Definitely join. Please join this. This is all about medical cannabis and medical patients, their advocates, their guardians. We're going to get more active on medical cannabis. One of the things I want to mention that we just broke on that group is that the SEIU has filed a labor complaint that we have a copy of. I think we're the only ones that have a copy of this. And it's against the Cannabis Control Commission, and it's over the processing of medical cannabis applications. They're outsourcing the cannabis, the approval of the cannabis applications, and they're understaffing. And it's so bad that the SEIU, who represents these state employees, has filed a grievance, a labor complaint, and we have a copy of that complaint. And I think that we're looking at this, and we're going to be banging much more on this, highlighting this issue that the CCC and the state of Massachusetts and the Department of Revenue doesn't seem to give a crap about medical cannabis patients. We were the ones that they legalized it for, supposedly. But now they're serving New York patients. They're serving people from New Hampshire. They're serving people from New Jersey. They're serving everyone else through the recreational except the mass patients. And the mass patients are basically being serviced by either local growers, out-of-state imports from California and Washington State and Oregon and Maine, or the newest thing is that the state of Maine has decided to help out mass patients. The state of Maine's medical cannabis program helps out mass patients now probably more than the mass program does. We have a problem. We're going to talk much more about this. If you don't know, if you have a medical marijuana card, medical cannabis card in Massachusetts, you can now drive to Maine, get better prices, get a better product, better selection. A lot of people are doing that, wasting gas, unfortunately. My friend Brian Riccio's here. We just smoked some Maine cannabis that he brought back. So this is what's going on, and we're talking more about this, and it's really sickening. We've been seeing this for a long time on our Facebook, and I complained about how long it took them. They took my $200 to the doctor's office. The state took my $50 to get my card. And then I couldn't get a card. It took over like 2 months until I started complaining on Facebook, and someone from the state contacted me because of the Facebook complaint. It takes so long to get this cannabis after you go through the whole registration process, which is a big hassle. We don't make anyone else do this. We don't make them do this for opiates. We don't make them do this for any other drug. But cannabis, it takes you 2, 3, 4 months. We have a mother that we've seen post recently, and we're going to hopefully talk to her very soon. She's had to pay extra licensing fees because she's the guardian of her son, and I'm not even sure why he's using medical cannabis, but she's paid all this money out for the card and the license, and now it's 3 months later, and she still does, and she's made all these calls and all these all the phone calls and all the emails to the state, and the son still doesn't have legal access to the medical dispensaries. That's highway robbery. And the reason why is because they're outsourcing. They're understaffing. They're breaking the law, apparently. That's what SEIU says. That's how little they care about medical patients. They're doing things that SEIU is complaining about as being illegal. So we're going to talk much more about that. If you want to call in about medical cannabis today, 502-501-3477. If you want to call in, talk about anything today, because we're kind of chill today. We're enjoying the weather. We're running a little bit late, but that's okay. Couple more things I want to make sure you do. Couple points of action today. Number one, patience over profits. Please join that little Facebook group, Patience Over Profits. Also, our iTunes, we're starting to get some good reviews on there. We really appreciate people liking us and reviewing us on iTunes. That helps us get a lot of new listeners. Please go like us on iTunes if you haven't and review us. You can even like individual and love individual episodes on there. There's a lot of different ways you can support us, but this is like the number one. Go to iTunes and write a review about us. I think you have to set up an account there, but just do it. I know it's a pain in the butt, but please do it. That's the number one way you can help us. Also, midnightmass.substack.com. Check us out there. Subscribe. Put your email address if you're not. There's 2 different levels of membership. There's the free membership where you get almost everything. And then there's a premium membership where you get a head start on some of the articles every once in a while. And it just allows you to kick in a little bit to help and support us. midnightmass.substack.com. Also, anchor.fm/the Young Jurks. You can also support us and give us money there as well. We really do appreciate all the support you're giving us. All right. I don't know. I'm looking. I'm seeing a lot of people watching, but I don't see too many comments. People do hear us. Mass Bay Canada said, congrats on the Haverhill win, Mike. Nice advocacy, bro. Yeah, it was. You know what else was nice? Haverhill. Like a lot of times we do everything right on the advocacy and all that, and you realize what really makes a difference is people are behind you, and especially if they're local people, and especially who those people are. And in Haverhill, it was easy. We announced it within 24 hours we were having a protest, and we ended up with 50 bodies there. And most of them were moms and grandmas and students and business owners and professionals, people that worked at banks. I mean, these were the best people in Haverhill. We had 2 city council candidates. Nick Golden, one of them. Yeah, he's Laurie Ehrlich's aide as well, state rep Laurie Ehrlich. So we're really happy. Thank you, Haverhill. I'd say thank you to Haverhill over that. That win is Haverhill's win. Congratulations to Haverhill again. We're going to be doing more of this. There's more dispensaries that are having battles. If you have one in your local city or town, let us know. Also on campaigns right now. But again, you can call in 502-501-3477 if anyone wants to call in and weigh in on any of this. What we're going to do now, we're going to go to a clip. This is Lloyd Jennings. This is the Haverhill clip. This is who we defeated. This is who's really mad at us right now. And you're going to hear him complain and lie about our protests. And this is the thing. This is it today for us. It's what really gets me the most angry and the most upset. You hear it. You're going to hear it in this clip. In life is when people lie. They bold-faced lie to the public. And that's what we're calling out today. We're calling out this gentleman, and I think the city of Haverhill called him out because we saw the response when we posted our podcast on the Haverhill group Facebook pages. And we saw also the response when other stories were posted from WHAV all about this coverage. And Haverhill residents went wild. They support cannabis, and they don't like what Lloyd Jennings did. And Lloyd Jennings wants to blame, he calls it the fake news media. He wants to blame us. He wants to blame HAV. He wants to blame all the residents that are against him. Dude, it's not them. It's you. You're hurting your own family. You're the one who filed a lawsuit to try to stop this. You're the one who is going against a wildly popular industry and a wildly popular business owner. Carolyn is a known entity in Haverhill. She's been living there for a while, but she's had a business there for quite a while in Haverhill. And she's yoga. People know who she is. They like her. So we're going to play the clip right now of Lloyd Jennings. And I'm calling it, some of the things that he says are lies. And this is why I don't trust him at all. And I think that's why he lost. I think that's another reason why he lost so badly. And so many people came out to support Carolyn Pinot in Haverhill this week, and that we won, that this dispensary is going to get to open. Once this frivolous lawsuit is thrown out, there will be nothing in the way. And I want to congratulate Haverhill. I want to congratulate Carolyn Pinot. And I want to congratulate all the people who came out, all the business owners. I want to congratulate the children of Haverhill. Because you'll be better off. You'll be safer. You'll have more money for your schools, less addiction, less drug overdoses. 502-501-3477 is our phone number. All right, we're going to play the clip. This is it. This is Lloyd Jennings speaking in Haverhill, trying to convince the city council to stop this downtown dispensary, and he doesn't do a very good job. And we're going to play the clip, and after that, we're not going to take a break. We're going to bring in Brian Riccio. He's going to be sitting in the seat next to me, and we're going to get into Kirk Minihane, which is going to be a lot of fun. So stick around and stay tuned. Send us voice messages on our Anchor app if you miss this and you want to leave us a message later. But you can call in right now, 502-501-3477, or you can leave an instant message feedback on our Facebook page right now. We're the Young Jurks. My name is Mike Crawford. We got a big show here. Here is Lloyd Jennings speaking in Haverhill. He's a business owner, someone who owns property, complaining, upset, crying, blaming it on everyone else but himself, and lying about this medical cannabis dispensary. Let's hear from Lloyd Jennings, who was one of the biggest losers this week, definitely in Haverhill, I would say. Here we go, Lloyd Jennings.
Is there anyone opposed that would like to speak? And your name and address for the record.
Good evening, Lloyd Jennings, 6 Lancaster Street, Haverhill. I would first like to state that we have never threatened or tried to extort anyone for anything. We were approached and a proposal was presented to us not to oppose this recreational marijuana store. And after we respectfully declined the offer, and we exercised our legal right to oppose the zoning that we feel is inaccurate with the legal